Our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. Oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrator, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in a different key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Welcome, good Egeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, hast given her rhymes, interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast at moonlight by her window sung, feigning voice verses and feigning love. Thou hast stolen the impression of her fantasy, with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, knacks, conceits, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment, and unhardened youth. With cunning thou hast scourged my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, into stubborn harshness, and, my gracious duke, be it so she will not, in the presence of your grace, consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, be it either to this gentleman, or to her death, immediately provided by our law in that case.
And what say you, fair Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, that to you your father should be as a god, one who composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure, or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I may bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace to let me know the worst that will befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Well, either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth. Examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Thrice blessed, they that muster sow their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which on the virgin thorn grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere I will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield thy praise title to my certain right.
You have her father's love. Let me have her. Did you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine I do render him. She's mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortune's in every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. And why should I not then exercise my rights?
I must confess that I have heard so much. With Demetrius thoughts that spoke thereof, but my mind being overfull of self-affairs, did lose it. But come, Demetrius, and come, Egeus. I have some private schooling for you both. You shall go with me. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love?
Oh, how now, my love? Oh, why is their cheek so pale? How does the rays fade from there so fast?
Be like the want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
I mean, for aught I could ever read, or listen to history or tales, the course of true love never did run so smoothly, for either it was different in blood,
No cross, too high to be enthralled too low,
or misgrafted in respective
no
years,
spite, too old to be engaged too young,
or merit bound by the choice of friends.
no help, to choose love by another's eyes.
All, if there were sympathy and choice, and war, death, and sickness have laid siege to it, making it as momentary as a sound, as swift as a shadow, as short as any dream, as brief as the lightning in the collied night, that destroy the earth and heaven, and ere man hath the power to save the whole. But soon the jaws of darkness do devour it up, so quick do bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to lovers' thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Here, I have a widowed aunt, a dowager of great revenue, who hath no child. From Athens in their house amid 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee? And to that place the sharp law of Athens cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then still forth from my father's house tonight, and in the wood a league without the town, so once I did meet thee with Helena to do observance from the morn of days, I will stay for thee.
My good my son, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus' dove, by that which knitteth souls and prospers love, by that fire which burned the Carthage queen and the false Trojan and the sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, and number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed thee. Truly, tomorrow will I meet with thee.
Keep thy promise, Hermia. Here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair, your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, sickness is catching. Oh, were favour so yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear would catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue would catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, tell me how you look, and with what art you sway the motions of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Or that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Or that my prayers would such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander myself shall fly this place. Before a time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell?
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. To tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold a silver visage in watery glass, decking with liquid pearl onto the bladed grass. A time where lover's flight doth still conceal through Athens' gates, we've devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and stranger companies.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheeding haste, and therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys and game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perded everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then will he tomorrow night to the woods pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Okay. Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name who is thought fit through all of Athens to perform in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on their wedding day at night.
First could be the Quince. Say what the play treats on, and then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Aye, Mary. Our play is the most lamentable comedy and cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth the names of the actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer, as I call you. Nick Bottom, the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That would ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes, and I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humours for a tyrant. I could play Hercules rarely, or a part of Terracatin to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. Oh, this was lofty. Now name, yes, the rest of the actors. This is Hercules' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flew, the bellows mender. Here, Peter Quince. You, Flew, are set down for Thisbe.
Ooh, what is Thisbe? A wandering knight.
It's a lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You'll pay in a mask and speak as small as you will.
Then I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe! Thisbe!
Oh, Pyramus, love it.
No, Thisbe, a lady.
No, you must play Pyramus, right?
I'll
and
proceed.
you Thisbe. Right, Robin Starvelin, the tailor. Here, Peter Quince, you are set down for Pyramus' father. Tom Stout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's mother, myself, Thisbe's father, and Snug the joiner, yeah, you, the lion's part. And, I hope that's a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? If it be, pray you, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it's nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too! I will roar you that I will make any man's heart good to him. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again. Roar!
You would do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, and you would make them shriek. Oh.
I grant you, friends, that you should frighten the ladies out of their wits. They would have no discretion but to hang us all. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as softly as any sucking dove. I will roar you unto any nightingale.
Oh, you can play no part but Pyramus! you can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, yeah? A proper man, as one should see on a summer's day. A most lovely, gentleman-like man, yeah? So you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
What you will?
Well, I will discharge it in either your straw-colour beard, or your orangey tawny beard, or your purple and grain beard. No, your French crown colour. You're perfect.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, right? You'll play it barefaced. But masters, here are your parts, and I'm to thank you, trust you, and desire you to coin them. To coin them by tomorrow night. All me at the palace wood, and mine without the town. I'm watching. Without the town, because if we meet in the sea, we'll be dark with company. Go sit over there. We'll be dark with company, and our device is this. In the meantime, I'll draw up a bill of properties, as our play wants, and I pray you, fail me not.
There we will meet, and we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously, and take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
And the Duke's don't call me.
Enough! Hold or cut those strings. The Queen come not with his sons. For Oberon is passing fell, and wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen, Frenzian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous over. Whereas the child, like to his tree, trace the forest's wine. But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, makes him all her joy. And now they never meet, on grove or green, by fountain clay or spangled starlight sheen, but they two sway.
Been to acorn cookies and honey.
I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to make him smile when I have fat and bean-fed horse beguile, near a likeness of a fairy foe, and sometime lurk in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bump, and I'm not a weather julep, pour the ale. Wisest star, telling the saddest tale. Sometime for 3 foot stool mistaketh me, and slip eyes my bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries and frozen jack. Then they'll quail the ribs and laugh, and waxing in their mouths and knees and swear a very hour was never wasted there. But enough there. Here comes Oberon.
Ill met by moonlight proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Very skip hence. I forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin, sat all day playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Hippolyta. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steppe of India, but that forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress and warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bread joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus? For shame, Titania, gloves at my credit with Hippolyta, when I know of thy love to Theseus. Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night, from Perigenia whom he ravished, and make him with fair Idris break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are forgeries of jealousy! And never, since middle summer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain, or by rushy brook, or in the beach margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets in the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, hath made every river so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox had therefore stretched his yoke in vain. The ploughman lost his sweat. The green cornet rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The fold stands empty on the drowned field. The crows are fattened with Murian flock. The 9 men's Maurice is filled with mud, and the quaint mazes on the wanton green, for lack of tread, are undistinguishable. The human mortals want their wind to cheer. No night is now with hymn nor carol blessed. Therefore the moon The governess of flood, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. In thorough this distemperature, we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frost far in the fresh lap of the crimson rose. And an old hind's thin, an icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in mockery, set. The spring, the summer, childing autumn, angry winter, change their wanton liveries, and the mated world, by their increase, now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it, then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not this child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air, full often has she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sand, marking the embarked traders on the floods. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive, and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty, and with swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire would imitate, and sail again, to fetch me trifles, and return as from voyage rich with merchandise. But she being mortal, if that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
For chance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance on our round and see our moonlight revels, come with us. If not, shun me and I will spare you.
Give me that boy and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. I shall hide down right of thy long distance.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for these injuries. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music. That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal, throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votaress passed on in maiden meditation, fancy free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. And maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I shewed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that herb. And be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
Oh my God, hold on, but the earth, 40 minutes!
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she then waking looks upon, be it lion or bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can do with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I'm invisible. I'll overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander, fair Hermia? The one I slay. The other slayeth me. Thou told me they were stolen unto this wood, and yet here I am, and wood within this wood, because I cannot reach my Hermia. Therefore, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, and yet you draw not iron, for my love is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not, in plainest truth, tell you that I do not, nor cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worse a place can I beg in your land, and yet a place of high regard with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on thee.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city, commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night, and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, but that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company for you. In my respect are all the world. How then can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or, if thou dost follow, do not believe but I will do thee mischief in the woods.
I, in the temple, in the town, in the field you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We must be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there, welcome wanderer? Pray thee, give me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. There the snake throws off her enamelled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of this. Seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies might be the lady. You shall know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Come, now a roundel and a fairy song. But for the third part of a minute, hence. Some, kill cankers and the musk rosebuds. Some war with rear mice for their leather and wings to make my small elves coats. And some hold back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me to sleep, and then to your offices.
Thou seest, when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, hard or boar with bristled hair, in thine eye that shall appear. Make it for thy true love, dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank shall rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for this boat. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one truth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet of my innocence, for love takes its meaning from love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, and two bosoms interchained in one oath, then two bosoms and one truth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny, for when lying, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride of Hermia meant to say Lysander lie. But gentle friend, in love and courtesy, lie further off for human modesty. Such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love now alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen, say I to that sweet prayer. End my life, if I ever end loyalty. Here is my bed, and may sleep give me all his rest.
And with half that wish, the wisher's eyes would press.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I paint the plumeless flowers thus in stirring love. Night and silence. Who is he? We to Athens he doth wait. This is he, my master says, despiseth the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping soon on the dark and dirty ground. Oh, pretty soul, she does not lie near this black love, as kill cursed as I. True, Upon thine eyes I throw all the pearls shine from. When thou wakest, at love for a bed, so now I wait. So, awake when I am gone, for I must know too well.
Stay! Do not kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, therefore haunt me not.
Or wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so.
Stay at thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt's tears, if so my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I am ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me do run away for fear. Therefore no marvel though Demetrius do as a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fairy eye? What is this? Lysander? On the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander? If thou live, good Lord, awake!
And run through a fire I would for thy sweet sake. Oh, transpiring Helena, nature shows art, through thy bosom I have seen thy heart. Oh, where is Demetrius? How fit a word, a vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though we love your Hermia, Lord, what though yet Hermia still loves you? When be content.
Content. Man's will is by reason swayed, and reason states that she would.
Or was I this keen mockery? When at your hands did I deserve this doom? It's not enough, good sir, that I do never, no, nor never can expect a sweet look from Demetrius's eye. But you must flout my insufficiency. In sooth, you do me wrong, in truth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. Fare you well. Perforce, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. For that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
He sees not Hermia. Oh, Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. Like the surfeit of sweet things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Like the heresies that men do leave, the most hated by those they did deceive. Therefore, my heresy and my surfeit of all be hated, the most by me. And that my powers take thy love and thy might to honour Helena and be her knight.
Help me! Lysander, help me to thy best to pluck this scarlet serpent from my breast! I need for pity. What a dream was here. Look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at its cruel prey. Lysander? What removed? Lysander, Lord? What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Lysander, if you hear me speak, and speak of all words, is soon almost with fear. No? Then I will perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you are found immediately.
Are we all there?
Papa, here's a marvellous, convenient place place for our rehearsal. This grim plot will be our stage. That Hawthorne Break, our tiring house, and we'll do it in the action like we'll do it for the Duke and Duchess.
Peter Quince,
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
there are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, something which the ladies cannot abide. How offer you that?
For violating a polar sphere.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue. And let that prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not dead indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not indeed Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, it shall be so. I'll write such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, let it be 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
Oh, I fear it, I promise you.
Nay. Masters, you're to consider with yourselves. To bring in a lion amongst ladies, God shield, this is a terrible idea, for there is not a more fearful wildfowl than a lion living, and we ought to look to it.
In that sense, there should be another prologue that says he is not a lion.
Nay, let him name his name, and half of his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, we would wish you, or we would request you, or we would entreat you not to tremble, not to fear my life or yours, for if you think I come hither as a lion, nay, it were pity of my life. No, I am not such thing. For I am a man as other men are. And there indeed, let him name his name, and tell them plainly and clearly that here is indeed Snug the toy now.
Well, it shall be so. But there is 2 hard things. That be, we need to bring moonlight into the chamber. For, says the story, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Does the moon shine that night we plough, eh?
A calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine.
Right. Yeah, it does shine that night.
Why then, may you leave the casement of the great chamber window open where we play, and may the moon shine in at the casement.
Aye. Or else, one could come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern and says he comes to disfigure or to present moonshine. Yeah? There is another thing. That being, we need to have a wall in the great chamber. For, says the story, Pyramus and Thisbe did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can't bring in a wall. What say you, Bob?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster, or some rough loam, or some cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny may Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come on, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. Now, when you've spoken your speech, enter into that break, and everyone so according to his cue. Right?
Whoa! Emperor Sponza, we swagger here. So near the cradle of the fairy queen. What plays to work? Well, me and actors too, but that's if I see chance.
Pyramus, speak! Thisbe, stand forth!
Thisbe, the flowers of Odious savour sweet.
Odors! It's odors!
Odors, savour sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice!
Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
Stranger Pyramus ne'er played here.
Must I speak now? I marry must you. For you must understand, he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again. Most radiant Pyramus! Most lily white of hue! A child like the first bird of triumphant prior! Most juvenile and eke most lovely Jew! As true as was, that yet would never tire! I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Nina's tomb! Man, why you speak all your parts at once? You're meant to answer to Pyramus! Oh, you speak all your parts, cues and all! Pyramus, enter! Your cue's past! It was never tire! Oh. As true as was, that yet would never tire!
Oh, cools me! I will be fine! Why do they run? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Mom! Thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an arse head of your own, do you? Do you?
Ah! Oh, bless thee, Bottom! Bless thee! Thou art translated!
I see the knavery. This is to make an arse of me, if they could. Huh. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, and they shall hear that I am not afraid. The outer cock so black of hue, with orange thorny bill, the throstle with his not so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel awakes me from my flowery bed?
The sparrow and the lark, the plain sun cuckoo grey, which many man make man doth mock, and dare not answer nay. For indeed, who could set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who could give a bird a line of his cry, cuckoo, never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamoured of thy note, so is mine eye much enthralled of thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force, her force doth move me to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest men will not make them neighbours. Nay, I can league upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. If I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve my own turn.
Desire not go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee ferns to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go.
awaked. What it was that next came in her eye that she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What might rule about this haunted grove?
Mistress. Webster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated birth, while she was in her dull and slight figure, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that played for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skinned and that barren sword who Pyramus presented in their sport forsook his seat and entered in a brink, when I did him at this advantage cheek. And as his knoll I fixed on his head, when in that moment so it came to pass, Titania winked and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
Took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, though when he wakes of force she must be eyed.
This is that same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being overshoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe as soon this whole earth may be bored, and that the moon may through the centre creep, and so displease her brother's noontide from Antipodes. It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim?
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? How good Demetrius wilt thou give him me?
I should rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou draggest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Who once tell true, even for my sake. Dost thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm, an adder, do so much? An adder did it, for a doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent, never adder stung.
You spend your passions on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, then tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what would I get, therefore?
The privilege, never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. The sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for the debt that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which in some slight measure it will pay. If more is tended here, I'll make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turn true.
The fatal rules! For one man holding trot, a million fail, confounded oath on oath.
About the woods go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
Oh, I go, look who I go, swifter than the arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hits with Cupid's archery, sink in the apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of a fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for lovers. Shall we therefore imagine sea lords? What fools these mortals be!
Stand aside! The noise they make might cause Demetrius to awake.
And will two one through one. That must needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me, that befall posthumously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vow so born, truth and nativity appears. Why? How can these things to me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance in cunning more and more. Then truth kills truth, O devilish holy Frey. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her oath? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me, put on two scales, will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her over.
Demetrius loves Hermia, he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph perfect, divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eye? Oh, how ripe and show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow, that pure congealed white hide Taurus snow, fanned by eastern wind, turns to a crow. When thou hold'st out thy hand, oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see they both are bent to set against me for their merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and superpraise my parts, when I am sure you do hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals, and love Hermia. And now both rivals to mock Helena, and trim exploit of manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would thus offend a virgin, or extort a poor soul's patience, or to make you sport.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This, you know I know. And here, in all goodwill and all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield to you my part, and yours to me of Helena, the queen, whom I vow, and will love till I death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her, guess-wise sojourn. And now, Helen is home returned, there to remain.
Dark night, that from the eye was function takes the ear more quick of apprehension late. When it softens hair, the sea sets it pays of hearing down the rapid head. Thou not by my eye, Lysander, found my ear, I stand above to thy sound. But my tongue didst thou leave me so?
Why should he say whom love doth press to go?
What love to press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, who would not let him by. Fair Helena, who boy filled with life, fiery oaths and eyes of light. And if thy seats tell me, could this not let me know the hate I bear thee make me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive, they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? With all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us. Oh, is all forgot? All school days friendship, childhood innocence. We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion. both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. So we grew together like to a double cherry, seeming but an union in partition. Two lovely berries moulded on one stem, so with two seeming bodies but one heart. Two of the first, like coats in heraldry, due but to one, and crowned with one crest. Will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me, and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, precious, celestial?
I understand not what you mean by this.
Gentle Helena, stay. Hear my excuse. My love, my soul, my mind, fair Helena.
Excellent.
Let's call herself.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreats, and thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear by that which I am prepared to lose for thee, and prove him false who says I love thee not.
I say, I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Away, you Ethiop.
No, he'll seem to break loose. Take on as you prefer, but come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes the sweet love?
Thy love, out, tawny Tartar, hated potion, thy person hates.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
That is who I am, and you creatures my enemy be. I will keep my promise with thee.
I would I had your word, for I can see a weak one will do. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I will not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me wherefore, on me what news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as fair now as I was ere while, since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me, oh the gods forbid, in earnest? Shall I say?
I, by my life, never did I wish to see thee more, therefore be out of hope, out of question, or of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I hate thee, and love Helena!
Oh me, you juggler, you cancer blossom, you thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love heart from him?
Silent face! Have you no modesty? No maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height with her parsonage, her tall parsonage. Her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak, how low am I? For I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes!
I pray you, that you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me! Perhaps you may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower! Hark again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that in love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth unto this wood. He followed you. For love I followed him. But he had chid me hence, and threatened me to spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go. To Athens I will bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why? Get you gone. Who is it that hinders you?
The foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What with Lysander?
With Demetrius!
Stay gentle, Helena. Be not afraid, for she will not harm us, you sir.
No, sir, she shall not lose will take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again. Nothing but low and little. Why do you sun-headed flatten us and come to her?
Gone, you dwarf! You minimus! You of not grass made! You acorn! You bean!
You are too officious. In her behalf that scorns her services, let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part, or if thou dost intend to never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to prove who's right. Is thine or mine most in Helena?
Follow. Nay, I'll go with thee cheek by jowl.
You mistress. All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for the fray. My legs are longer those who run away. I'm amazed and I know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries wilfully.
Oh, believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did all you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garment he had on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed an Athenian size. So far am I glad it did so sort, as this their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest, Robin, these rivals seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon, with drooping fog, black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander sometime frame thy tongue, and stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows deaf counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eyes, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When next they awake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Was I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
Fairy lord, this must be done with haste. Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared and failed and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
Come! I will come to thee straight!
Oh, follow me then to clean the grounds.
Lysander, speak again! Thou run away! Thou coward, art thou fled? In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Oh, coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes thou look'st for wars and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come thou shalt. I'll whip thee with a rod. He is the fire that draws a sword on me.
Yea, Art thou there?
Follow my voice, return, old man who is here.
He goes before me and dares me on, but when I follow, then he is gone. This villain is much faster hill than I. I followed him fast, but faster he did fly, that now I am fallen in dark, uneven way. Come, gentle day, if but once show me thy grey light, and I'll find Demetrius, and I'll end this fight.
Oh, coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me, if thou darest. Thou runnest before me, shifting every pace, yet will not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, thou mockest me then. Thou shalt buy this day, if e'er I thy face for daylight see. But get thee away, for faintness constraineth me. To measure out my length on this cold bed, which, by day's approach, built to be visited. Weary night, oh, long and tedious night. Fate thy hours, shine comfort from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
But three? Come on board, two of both kinds make up four. There she comes. Cursed. Sad. Keep it as knavish, lads. Thus to make poor females mad.
You're so weary, you're so low. Down with dew and torn with briars, no further can I crawl, no further go. My legs keep no pace with my desires. Here shall I rest me till break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground. Sleep. I'll apply. Dior. Gents. Remy. And now wings. Now teeth. Chidula. Thy form and leaves. And the country proverb known that every man should take his own. In your waking shall it be shown. Jack shall have Jill. Now shall go ill. The farmer shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down on this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick sweet musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom? Oh, scratch my ears, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb? Ah, good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag, and do not fret yourself too much in this action, Monsieur. And, oh, good Monsieur, take care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have it overflown with a broken honey bag, Signor. Oh, you pop. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed? Ah, bring me your leave, Monsieur Mustard Seed. I pray you leave your courtesy, good Monsieur. Methinks I am marvellously hairy about the face. Ah, for I am such a tender ass. I must to the barber's. If my hair do but tickle me, I muskrat.
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
Truly, I have a reasonable Gideon music. Let's have the tongue and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire for some good hay. Some sweet hay. Hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me, for I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Seraph, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist, the female ivy enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favours from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her, fall out with her. For she, his hairy temples had rounded with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew that in the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within the pretty floweret's eyes like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. And I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience. I did ask of her her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. A gentle Puck, take off this transformed scalp from the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the others do, may all to Athens, back again, repair. Think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. Now, Titania, awake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon! What visions have I seen? Methought I was enamoured of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh, how came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these 5 senses.
Music, ho, music, such as charmeth sleep.
Now with thine own fool's eyes.
Sound! Music! Come, my queen, take hands with me. Let us rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly. Bless it to fair prosperity. There shall these pairs of lovers be wedded, with Duke Theseus all in jollity.
Okay. 10 mark. I do hear morning light.
And then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, ended our flight. Tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyram. Hey-ho! Peter Quince! Flug the Bellsbender! Snout the Tinker! Starveling! God's my life! Stolen hence and left me asleep! I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an arse if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was, but no man can say what. Methought I wasn't, methought I had, but man is but a pat's fool if he were to offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not seen, the ear of man hath not heard, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
more strange than true. Never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than all vast hell can hold, that is the madman. The lover, all as frantic, sees Helen's beauty in the brow of Egypt. The poet's eyes, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes, and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that apprehending some joy, they comprehend some bringer of that joy. And in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed a bear.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy. But howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us waits in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and our bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? How shall we ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
What abridgment have you for this evening? What mask, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There's a brief about how many sports, all right, make choice of which your highness will see first.
A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Tedious and brief, merry and tragical. This is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How should we find concord in this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it's too long. Which makes it tedious, for in all the play there is not one word fitted, one player apt, and tragical, my lord, it is. For Pyramus doth therein kill himself, which, I must confess, when I saw rehearsed, made my eyes water. But more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men work in Athens here, who never laboured in their minds till now, and have toiled their unbreathed memories to this same play against your nuptials.
We will see it.
No, it's not for you, my lord. I've heard it, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find some sports in their intents, extremely stretched and conned to do you cool pain.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness overcharged and duty in his servants perishing.
Oh, my sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kinder we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake. The poor duty cannot do what noble respect can, but we shall take it in might, not in merit.
So please your grace,
the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill, that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, consider that in despite, we do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is, all for your delight, we are not here. Then you should have repent you. The actors are at hand. To by their show, you shall know all that you need to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
Yeah, really proving like the rough colt. You know he's not a sot. A good moral, my lord, is not to speak, but to speak truth.
Indeed, you have played on the prologue like a child in a recorder. The sound is not your value. The speech is like a tangled chain. Nothing impaired, but all disorder. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady is Thisbe, if you're certain. That man, with line and rough cast, doth present wall, and through that wild wall did these levers sunder, and through wall's chink the poor souls they are content to whisper, at which let no man wonder. Oh, this man, with a lantern and a bush of thorns, doth present moonshine. Yeah, and by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, but to meet at Ninus too, there to woo. Right? And this grisly beast, which hight Lion by name, right, did scare, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and which Lion and as she fled, her mantle she did slay, and then what happened was, let me just check the script, which vile the lion mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and he finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his broiling, bloody breast, and Thisbe, towering in Mulgrew shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, and lovers twain at large discourse, they all do remain.
I wonder if the lion can see.
One, my lord, one lion made and many asses do.
Come forth, proceed.
In this interlude, it doth befall that I, Snout by name, present a wall. Such a wall, I should have you think, had in it a crannied hole or chink, which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, are to whisper very secretly. This this rough cast, this stone, doth show that I am at the same wall. The truth is so. Through this cranny, right and sinister, is which when the lovers fearfully are to whisper.
If you require blind hair to speak better.
It is really hard, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
O grim nook night! O night, whichever art when day is not! O night! O night! Alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall! which stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thine tink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss, cursed be thine stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, being sensible, methinks, should curse again.
No, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy through the wall. You shall see, it shall fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, full often hast thou kissed my stone. Full often hast thou heard my moans, and pronouncing my fair Pyramus and me.
I see a voice. Now will I to the tink, to spy. And I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love I think.
Think what thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace, and like Lysander, I am trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not Shafalus to Procrus was so true.
As Shafalus to Procrus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not thy lips at all.
Well, thou art named as soon. Meet me straightway.
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
As the wall, my part discharged so, and being done, doth away wall doth go.
Now is the wall down between the two ladies.
No remedy, my lord, when war was so willful to hear without warning. It was the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse of imagination in them.
Then it must be your imagination, and not theirs.
If we imagine of them no worse than they of themselves, they make us for excellent men. Who comes here? Two noble beasts, a man and a lion?
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that doth creep along the floor may now both quake and tremble here, when a lion, rough in wildest rage, doth roar. Then, now know that I, one Snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor no lion stand, for if I, as lion, should come in strife into this place, 'twere pity of my life.
A very courteous beast on a good conscience.
It is the very best of beasts, my lord, that e'er I did see.
Lion is a very fox for his valour.
True, and a goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valour cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
But his discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valour, as the goose carries not the fox. It is well. Let us listen on and hear what the moon has to say.
This lantern doth the honoured moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
Methinks he is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lantern the honoured moon doth present. Myself, the man, Eva Moon, do seem to be.
Well, this is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lantern. How else is it the man in the moon?
Well, he dare not go there for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I'm aware of it, and it would be a change.
It seems by his small light of discretion that he is in the way. But in all courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, Moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that this lantern is the moon. I'm the man in the moon. This thorn bush is my thorn bush, and this dog is my dog.
Well, all of this should be inside the lantern as all of this is inside the moon. Oh, but silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb! Where is my love?
Well run, Thisbe.
Well done, Moon. Maybe the moon climbs in the picture.
Well, now, slime.
How the line vanishes.
I'm getting my pyramids.
O sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright, and by thy golden, gracious, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But, stay, oh spite! What do I see? Oh, what dreadful doll is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be, oh dainty duck, oh dear? Thy mantle good, what? Stained with blood. Approach, ye furies fell! Approach, fates! Come, thread and thrum! Quail, crush, conclude and quell!
Well, this passion and the death of a dear friend would go some way to make a man look sad. But you, my heart, would pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, did thou lion's frame, since lion's vile hath here deflowered, my dear, which is, which was my fairest dame, which lived, which loved, which liked, with look, with cheer. Out tears confound. Come, swords, and wound the pap of Pyramus. I, that left pap where half doth hop. Thus I die. Thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Sun, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now I die.
Never died, but an ache for him, for he is but one.
He is nothing. He is dead. With the help of a good surgeon, he might yet recover.
How about Bloom, Chinese, before Disney comes back to find her lover?
She will have to find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
We think she should not leave a long one for such appearance. I see her feel brief.
I know it will change the balance, which simply for the better. Be a man, God warrant us, she a woman, God knows.
Look upon her eye, so sweet.
And that she means you leave her.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Quite done? Dead? And you must cover thy sweet hands. These my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone! Oh, lovers make moan, his eyes were as green as lakes. Oh, sisters three, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gauze, since you have sure which shares his thread of silk. Oh. Come, trusty sword, come, blade my breast imbrue. And farewell, friends, thus this begins. Adieu. Oh.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
I am walking.
No, I assure you, the wall is down that part of their fathers.
Would it please you to see the epilogue? Or to hear a bergamot's dance between two of our company? No. We have been workshopping this for a couple of minutes.
I pray you. Lovers, to bed. I fear we shall oversleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable, gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gates of night. That's enough. Lovers, away! A fortnight hold we this solemnity in nightly revels and new jollity.
Plumb in snow, all with weary task done. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screecher screeching loud. It's the wretch that lies in woe, in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, at the graves all deep in wine, every one lets forth his sprite through the churchway path light, and we bear a do run by the triple Achates team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. No frolic, and a moose shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind.
Through the house give gathering light. By the dead and drowsy fire, every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First, rehearse your song by rote. Then to each word, a warbling note. And hand in hand, with fairy grace, shall we sing and bless this place.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there creates ever shall be fortunate. And the pairs of lovers three, ever true in loving thee. While the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Never mole, hair, lip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious such as are despised in nativity, shall on their children be. By this field dew consecrate. Every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, and meet me all by break of day.
If the shadows have offended, like but this, and all is meant, that you have but slumbers. While these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, who more yielding than a dream, yet do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And since I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, so to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends, dear Lord. Else the puck a liar called. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands. If we be friends, and Robin will restore amends.